So, my dear student, here again, chapter 2 linear equation in one variable. I am Poonam Sachdev with you. Now, we will start exercise 2.2. The question number 1 of exercise 2.2 is, we are given, if you subtract 1/2 from a number and multiply the result by 1/2, you get 1/8. What is the number? This is the question. So, my dear student, first of all, think about a number. Have they given us any number? No. So, in such a case, we need to assume any unknown variable. Generally, we used to assume x as an unknown variable or a number. So, let's begin the sum. We will start with that. Let that number be x. Let that number be x. Now, student, in such a case, we need to form a linear equation after understanding what we are given in the question. So let me read the question again. If you subtract 1/2 from a number, just look at your screen. This is the number x, and we are subtracting 1/2 from a number. Here to you, the number is x. We are subtracting 1/2 from a number and multiply the result by 1/2. Means this full, we are multiplying it with 1/2. Okay, we are multiplying it with 1/2. So I am mentioning it here, 1/2 into. Then what will be the result? Equal to result, it means the another side we need to write the result is 1/8. So according to the given detail, this is the equation. Now it depends on us how we are going to simplify. So first of all, which is quite easy, and let's see how to go with that. Therefore sign. I am keeping x minus 1/2 as it is, this 1/8 as it is. Now, as this 1/2 is in a product with this bracket, this side. So when I bring it to right side, I need to multiply it here. Means we need to multiply both the sides with the reciprocal of 1/2. Simple. Okay. So dear student, if I simplify it, then of course I will have here 1 and this will be 4. So my equation will become x minus 1/2 equal to 1/4 after simplification. Now, how to solve further? So let me bring this 1/2 to right side. So it will become plus 1/2. Because this minus 1/2 I am transposing to right side, so it is becoming plus 1/2. Now, how to simplify? How to simplify 1/4 plus 1/2? So as we know, dear student, we need to bring them in like fraction. As to convert them into like fraction, we must bring their in LCM similar. Means their denominator should be similar. So simple. The LCM of 4 and 2 must be 4. So here we need to multiply with 1. 1 4 ja 4. And here 2 is already there. So I need to multiply it with 2. Because 2 2 ja 4. Now this way the LCM will be 4 in a denominator I am mentioning. Now with the same number I am multiplying the numerator. 1 1 ja 1. 1 2 ja 2. So my dear student, x equal to 1 plus 2 is 3/4. So this is the solution of the given equation. But this is not the complete answer because the question is a word problem type of question. We need to mention therefore that number is. We need to mention therefore that number is 3/4. That is rational number 3/4. This is the complete solution along with the statement. The answer you must give in a statement form. Therefore, that number is 3/4. Now, question number 2 is in front of you of exercise 2.2. What is the question? The perimeter of a rectangular swimming pool is 154 meter. If the length is 2 meter more than twice its the breadth, what are the length and the breadth of the pool? Fine. This is the question. Now, first of all, the question according to that, they have neither given us length nor the breadth. They have not given us even length and breadth. So what to do with that? Of course, we need to assume something. So how to get the idea? Its the length is 2 meter more than twice its the breadth. Okay, what we are given? Its the length is 2 meter more than twice its the breadth. So we will assume for the breadth, right? So dear student, let the breadth of let's start. Let the breadth of the rectangular pool, rectangular swimming pool, rectangular swimming pool be x meter. X meter we are assuming. Let the breadth of the, what we have to start with that? Let the breadth of the rectangular swimming pool be x meter. Then what about the length? Okay, so let's work out on the length. What we are given? We are given that length is 2 meter more. 2 meter more than twice its the breadth. Now see, what is the breadth? X meter. So what is the breadth? Is the twice will be 2x meter and 2 meter more than that. So it is become length will become 2x plus 2 meter. I am explaining again this thing. What we are given? The length is 2 meter more than twice its the breadth. Twice its the breadth. What is the twice of the breadth? That is 2x. 2 meter more than that, it means plus 2. So finally the length is 2x plus 2 meter. Clear to you? So length is 2x plus 2 meter and breadth is already with us. Let me note down it again. Breadth of the rectangular pool is x meter, which we have assumed earlier. Now dear students, here already we are given the perimeter of a pool. So let's begin with that. Perimeter of a pool is, let's start. Perimeter of a pool that we are given equal to 154 meter. Fine. So we know that the perimeter, we are defining the formula for that, 2 into length plus breadth. Fine. That is equal to 154 meter we are given. 2 is already there. Let me put the value of L here. Okay, what is the value of L? That is the length, 2x plus 2. So let me write here 2x plus 2. What is the breadth? Breadth is x meter. So dear student, length is 2x plus 2, breadth is x, that is equal to 154. Therefore, now this 2 is in product here. I am bringing it to this side, so it will become the denominator this side. Okay, so what will be left here? You know very well, 2x plus x, that is 3x plus 2. 3x plus 2 equal to 154, and this 2 is in product, so I am bringing it to this side, so it will become divisor. Here 2x plus x, 3x plus 2. So the equation, it's the simplest form now with us is 3x plus 2 equal to. Dear student, as you know, when we divide 154 by 2, then it gives the result 77. Fine. Once again you can see 7 to 14, 4, 1 carry over, so it will be 154. So the equation in its simplest form with us is 3x plus 2 equal to 77. Now let's simplify this equation. So the value, the very linear equation with us is 3x plus 2 equal to 77. From here I am beginning. This is from continuation. So dear student, 3x equal to 77 minus 2. Therefore, 3x equal to 75. Therefore, x equal to 75 and this 3 will be in division. 75 divided by 3. What it gives the result? It will be 25. So the value of x is coming 25. Fine. So the value of x we got. But this is not a requirement. Actually, we want to find the value of length and breadth. So dear student, how to go with that? So first of all, we know that length equal to 2x plus 2. Fine. So what I am going to do, in place of x, I am putting the value here. What is the value of x here we are putting? That is 25. Already we have found that. You know very well 25 2 50. So here 50 plus 2, that is 52. Fine. So before I write the answer, I need to mention what is length and breadth we got, and then we will mention it in a statement form. Fine. So length, according to that, length is coming, length equal to 52 meter, and breadth already we have found, that is x, that is 25 meter. Fine. So therefore we need to write the final answer in a statement form. Length of the given given pool. Therefore, length of the given pool will be, that is called the dimension. Okay, length of the given pool. Given pool is 52 meter and breadth be 25 meter. Got it? So this is a required solution. Length of the pool or rectangular pool, so it has length 52 meter and breadth will be 25 meter, which is quite easy and interesting. So my dear student, now question number 3 is in front of your screen. Let's move with that. The base of an isosceles triangle is 4 by 3 centimeter. The perimeter of the triangle is 4 2 by 15 centimeter. What is the length of either of the remaining equal sides? Right? What we are given? The base we are given plus perimeter we are given. But as it is isosceles triangle, it's a 2 equal sides which we are not given. For that we will assume x meter. Okay. So first of all, before we begin for the solution, I request you to draw this figure for your better understanding. Let's draw one isosceles triangle. All of you are well aware about the isosceles word. Isosceles indicate two sides are equal. Fine. Suppose I have this isosceles triangle. Let me call it ABC. And suppose these two sides are equal, I am thinking. Okay. This triangle ABC is an isosceles triangle. Isosceles triangle indicate that two sides are equal. Therefore, I should say AB equal to AC. Fine. Which we do not know. Actually, we do not know. For that, I am assuming it is x meter. Let's assume that is x meter. So I am mentioning this is x meter and this side is also x meter. Fine. This is x meter. This is also x meter. What about the base? BC is a base, you know. BC is a base and the length of the base we are already given. That is 4 by 3 centimeter. Rational number we are given. Nothing to worry about. We are in habit now of using the rational number, as already we have studied in chapter 1, 4 by 3 centimeter. This rational number we are given as a base, that is the third side of a isosceles triangle. Now one more thing along with this detail we are given, that is the perimeter of a triangle. What is the perimeter? 4 2 by 50. All of you are well aware with the perimeter word of the triangle, that is the sum of all three sides. Okay. So dear student, let's begin from the sum of all three sides, that is the perimeter of a triangle. Right. So let's begin. Perimeter of a triangle, as we know, that is we are given, what we are given, that is the sum of all three sides. Okay, perimeter of a triangle, that is sum of all three sides, that is 4 2 by 50 centimeter. Therefore sum of three sides means AB plus BC plus AC, that is equal to, let's convert this mixed fraction into improper fraction. As you know how to do with that, how to do that? 15 4 ja. 15 into 4. 15 4 ja 60. 60 plus 2 is 62 upon 50. Fine? Easy? Now dear student, what about the sum of all these three sides? So, we know that AB is, the value is x. What is BC? That is 4 by 3. What is AC? That is again x, equal to 62 by 50. Let me keep it as it is. Now x plus x is 2x, we know, right? So 62 upon 15. This 4 by 3 I am transposing to right side, so it is become minus 4 by 3. Once again I am explaining you this step. What I have done, sum of all three sides is the value I put. As we know, this AB and AC similar sides, as we have assumed for that x. And x plus x here, you know, that is 2x. And what about this 4 by 3? This is the third side, that is the base. I am bringing it to right side, so it is becoming minus 4 by 3. Now how to simplify? Again the same procedure of taking the LCM. What will be the LCM of 15 and 3? Of course it will be 15. So my dear student, here we need to multiply with 1, because 15 1 ja 15, 3 5 ja 15. So dear student, what do we have here? 2x equal to 16 1 ja 16, 4 5 ja, let's multiply with this, 4 5 ja 20 upon this LCM 15. Got it? This I have written 15 here. I hope it's quite visible. This is 15. So 62 minus 20. The result is 42. 42 by 50. Fine. So dear student, the equation in its general form will become 2x equal to 42 by 50. Let's solve further. So you can see here 2x equal to 42 by 50. Fine. So dear student, let's simplify. The value of x will be 42 upon 15 already there. This 2 will become it will become the denominator this side. So let's simplify it. As all of you know very well, this 21 2 ja 42. Again 5 is common. So here it will be, let's see. So dear student, I am explaining this step again. X equal to 42 by 15 into 1 half, as we have cancelled with this 21 2 ja 42, 21 is there. Now 3 5 ja 15, 3 is again common with that. So it will move with 7. So the final answer with us is x equal to 7 by 5. Fine. So what we have assumed that x is the equal side. Therefore, we need to write here AB equal to AC. So that is also AB equal to AC equal to 7 by 5 meter. As this is the side of an isosceles triangle. So according to the question, we need to write in a statement form. The length of the remaining equal side. Length of the remaining equal sides. Okay, whatever we are given in the question, according to that I am writing. Lengths of the remaining equal sides is 7 by 5 meter. Got it? Answer of this is coming 7 by 5 meter. So this is the solution for the question number 3. Now question number 4. Let's see. Sum of two numbers is 95. If one exceeds the other by 15, find the numbers. Fine. This we are given. Sum of two numbers we are given. Sum of two numbers we are given 95. Okay. But we do not know any of the number. So dear student, first we are assuming. Let one of the number be. Let one of the number be x. We are assuming one of the number be x. Then what about the other number? Other number is exceed. Other number exceed word indicates it is 15 more than previous number. So it is become x plus 15. Now, dear students, sum of both of this means first number and the other number. Exceed indicate increasing. Both of these numbers sum is coming. They are given. They are 95. So this is a linear equation. Now it's quite easy to simplify. Let's see. Therefore, then I am mentioning x plus x. So it will be 2x plus 15 equal to 95. Therefore, 2x equal to 95 minus 15. So my dear student, here 2x equal to 80. 95 minus 15, 80. Therefore, x equal to 80 divided by 2. Therefore, x equal to 40. The value of x is coming 40. Therefore, what is our first number? What we have assumed for that? First number that we have assumed x and its answer is 40. Simple. What about the second number or other number? There are two numbers, so we need to mention the other number. As we know that the value of other number is x plus 15 here. So I am mentioning here x plus 15. So it is 40 plus 15. You know very well 40 plus 15 it gives the result 55. So my dear student, the other number will be 55. First number will be 40 and the other number will be 55. So question number 4 is over. So dear student, question 5 is here in front of your screen. The question is quite easy. What we are given? Two numbers are in the ratio 5:3. If they differ by 18, what are the numbers? Okay, very simple, very easy. The ratio of two numbers we are given. So we need to start with that. Let those two numbers are. Let those two numbers are. We need to begin with this. What are the ratio? 5:3. So first number will become 5x and another number will become 3x. So dear student, why we are writing this x? Here x is considered as a constant term because it is given in the ratio. So whenever we are given in the ratio form, then we need to mention like this way. Let those two numbers are, one of them is 5x and another is 3x. Very simple. Now the another word we are given is differ by 18. Differ by 18 indicate that. What is the meaning of differ by 18? Differ indicate difference. Okay. So difference it means 5x minus 3x that is equal to 18. Differ indicate difference. So my dear student, what is 5x minus 3x? It will be 2x equal to 18. Therefore, x equal to 18 divided by 2. Therefore, x equal to 9. The simplification of 18 by 2 is 9. Now, how to find the number? What was the first number? That is 5x. What was another number? That is 3x. Now, we are going to put the value of x in that. So, let's begin. So, the value of x we are having here 9. The value of x here it is 9. In place of x I am putting the value 9. As you know, 5 9 ja 45, 3 9 ja 27. Therefore we need to say those two numbers are, which we are asked to find. So we need to mention final answer. Those two numbers are, which are they? They are 45 and 27, which is quite easy question and asked again and again in the exam. Maybe ratio can be changed, okay? In such a type of question in the examination, the question in that ratio can be changed. Nothing to worry about. Whatever the ratio we are given, suppose 2:3 given, so consider 2x into 3x. Suppose 7:8 given, so consider 7x and 8x. And if it's a sum is given, then you need to add. And if it's a difference is given, then you need to subtract and simplify and try to get the value of x first. Then whatever the value of x we are gaining, put it in the required result. Means 5x is a required result, so 5 into 9 45, 3 into x 3 9 27. So finally we will have the value of those two numbers are here like that. Fine. So dear student, here exercise 2.2, it's a question number 1 to question 5 we have completed successfully. So updates in next coming video, we need to be ready for question number 6 to further whatever we will see as possible as for us, and be ready for the next coming video. So prepare these questions whatever we have studied nicely. These are the word problems, so they are very simple, very easy and very important for the examination purpose. So do with your full interest. Okay, God bless you. Bye. Thank you.